so hard that I feel one crack like a twig. Supper secured, I teeter and fix my sight on the moving truck jackknifed across the road just ahead of me. I take a couple of very precious seconds to check on the zombies. The first two are close enough that I can hear their low warbling, like they're chewing on the language they used to have. I have about the same number of seconds left to reach the cab, swing up, open the door, it will have to be unlocked, and get inside and out of their reach. My body wants none of it. Conditioning, Racer says. Very important, he says. You need it, he says. You are not a strong person, Eira Helvig. So he says. But that's not true. I am the strongest person I know. At 6.5 feet tall, 270 pounds, I can carry 3 50-pound sacks of horse feed at a time without thinking about it. I'm just not a good runner. In this moment, I have to run. It's not an option to stop. I will not be turned or killed by those wretched human remnants, those garbage-skinned sacks of infection and filth. I haul myself up, fumble with the door handle for a second that I cannot afford, and collapse into the stifling heat of the cab, which reeks of... It takes me a second to place it. Bananas. The smell is so pungent that I can taste the fruit I haven't had in over a year, but it's sour too, and rotten, and I cannot catch my breath in this oven. I let the chicken drop onto the gas pedal, and then retch and retch, my head hung over the passenger seat floor. When nothing more comes out, I sit up. The two fresher zombies bang on the truck with their dirt and blood-blackened hands. When I put my face to the window, they don't even look up, and as much as their fingers scramble across the door as if they're reading Braille, and they touch the handle over and over, they obviously don't know what to do with it. They still look like people from up here. Recent turns. Filthy people whose clothes are in tatters, and with only one work boot for footwear among them, even now that the one with the broken foot has caught up. That one looks up just now. His cloudy eyes vibrate back and forth. The bite-shaped gash that turned him has rotted away that entire cheek, leaving his teeth as two clacking rows. It makes it easy to think of him as a monster that needs to be slayed, rather than someone's once beloved. I hear the pfft of a flare coming from down the block. There's Soren on the roof of the library, another flare in hand. The one he threw has landed in the back of a pickup truck filled with leaves from last fall, which are now on fire. The zombies circle the truck, not at all interested in me anymore, but they are now positioned exactly where I need to go, and moving past will surely get their interest again. The stench of bananas is from what used to be 2 paper sacks of them, but is now a dehydrated puddle of rot. The peels split and dried up like long beans, curling and hard. There is also a paper sack full of plastic bags of what used to be chewy, whole, sun-dried bananas, Liv's favorite, which have been demolished by rats and mice, leaving only the packaging. But, this banana aficionado, or desperate looter of a banana shop, also had several containers of dried bananas, from the bulk section it looks like. They've mostly been raided by vermin too, except there are 2 jars that have fallen in the wheel well, out of the splash of my vomit, and these 2 jars are full of those creamy-colored, crunchy discs of heavenly goodness. I grab the chicken, pry the jars out of the well, and then scramble over the banana mess. I open the door as quietly and slowly as I can, and only hop down when the door is wide open and won't slam shut behind me. Run, Eira. Run! You can do it. You're a stronger runner now than you have ever been in your life. Move your glorious self forward with your legs that have more muscle in them than Soren does in his whole body. Run! 1.5 blocks to make it back to the others. 1.5 blocks of running in the exact same direction the zombies went. Not great apocalypse logic, but going any other way would mean taking longer, and I wouldn't know what